Hi to one and all. Today we'll discuss about logic families. First of all, what is logic family? Logic family is a group of compatible ICs with the same logic levels and the supply voltages for performing various logic functions. So, in the sense, in order to implement any digital system applications, we can use same type of same type or same family components used in implementation process. Suppose you can implement PMOS processor, in the sense PMOS based processor. So whatever remaining all components of processor designing with only PMOS. We can't go for CMOS and we can't go for NMOS. We can purely each and every component of processor we can implement it using PMOS only. That is nothing matter. They have been fabricated using a specific circuit configuration. So that is the thing. Suppose we can use a CMOS technology used to implement all components, means we can use, no problem. So you can use either purely CMOS, NMOS and CMOS. Don't mixing of two technologies. So that is nothing but a logic families. It is a group of same characteristics of ICs. We can implement our logic function. That is nothing but logic family. Next, go for a classification of logic families. So this is the important for 2 mark question. What is logic family and classify the logic families. Logic in generally logic families divided into the two categories, bipolar and unipolar. Bipolar means the operation in bipolar, suppose we will take any bipolar device, the operation of bipolar device involvement of both. Bi means two polarities, either p type or n type are are involved in the operation of any device in case of bipolar. That's why it's called bipolar. Two polarities is used are involved in the operation of any system. But in case of unipolar device, the operation depend upon only one polarity. Either you can use PMOS or either use NMOS. In the sense, either holes or electrons. So that is the unipolar. Bipolar once again divided into the saturated and unsaturated levels or operating modes. Saturated means we can go for transistor. In generally, transistor will operate three regions: cutoff, active, and saturation region. So once the transistor enter into the saturation, it will become into the like a switch. Suppose if you want, irrespective of saturation, one continuously can give inputs, means the transistor is deeply saturated. So once the switch off, it will transistor, it will take some time to come out the deep saturation. So in order to avoid this, we can go for unsaturated operating method. In case of saturated, once again divided into the so many different logic families: RTL, DTL, DC, I score L, TTL, HTL. So RTL means resistor transistor logic, diode transistor logic, director transistor logic, interintegrated logic, transistor logic, hybrid transistor logic, or high speed or hybrid. So these are the different saturated logic families. Next, coming into the unsaturated. So we have only two models for unsaturated: Schottky TTL logic and ECL logic, emitter coupled logic. These are the two logic families available in unsaturated logic families. Next, coming into the unipolar logic families divided into the three types: PMOS, NMOS and CMOS. These are the three families are coming under the unipolar. So this is the classification of logic families. Next, to go for what are the basic characteristics required for any IC. So in order to choose best IC among the all ICs, suppose if you want to go for market and which IC we want buy, or we will take the best IC. So in order to check the following parameters before buying. So in that first one, propagation delay, power dissipation, fan in fan out, noise immunity, power supply requirements, operating temperature, current and voltage parameters. First one, delay, propagation delay. Propagation delay is nothing but it is the time taken by the any digital system to produce output with respect to of input. That is called the propagation delay. Power dissipation is in order to generate or operate any system, it will require some energy or some power. So it is a power requirement of any digital system to operate the or to produce the output. Fan in fan out. So any digital system design having some number of inputs and some number of outputs. So you have some number of inputs you can call as the fan in. So fan out is nothing but the output of one device is given to the input of another device. So that is nothing but a fan out. Suppose for example, the output of full adder is connected to 5 same full adders at a time. So the fan out is 5. Suppose full adder output is connected to only one full adder, means you can fan out is 1. So like that we can go for fan in fan out. Noise immunity is the one of the best quality of IC in order to uh, uh, immunize the defects of nature like a temperature, fire, like that, to sustain the circuit in order to produce the correct output with respect of changes in the natural conditions. So that is nothing but a noise margin or noise immunity. The power supply requirements before going to the digital system concept, just to know what is the power requirement of a particular IC. Operating temperature, we should know must and should power requirement and operating temperature, and what are the current and voltage characteristics of the IC. These are the different parameters or characteristics of IC we should consider before implementing of any device in digital system design. So these are the different symbols for NMOS and PMOS. Next, what are the logic levels and voltage ranges of TTL and CMOS? CMOS voltage logic levels and TTL logic levels. Coming into the CMOS logic levels, logic 0 and logic 1 are undefined state or intermediate state. Suppose minimum 3.5 volts is required, we can consider as the logic 1 in case of CMOS. 3.5 to 5 volts in between any voltage we can recognize it as the logic 1. 0 to 1.5 volts we can recognize the CMOS logic 0. In between 1.5 and 3.5 we can treat it as undefined state or intermediate state. See the logic levels of CMOS in figure B. 0 volts we can treat it as logic 0, 5 volts we can treat it as the logic 1. In between 1.5 and 3.5 we can call as intermediate state or undefined state. Next coming to the TTL logic levels. Here 0 volt logic 0 is defined as in between 0 volts and 0.8 volts, and the logic high or logic 1 defined as 2.5 volts to 5 volts. You can treat it as the logic 1. Here intermediate value will decided or decided based on the 0.8 to 2.5 volts. You can treat it as the undefined state of logic levels. These are the TTL logic levels. Logic 0 will defined in between 0 to 0.8 volts. Logic 1 will defined as 2.5 volts to 5 volts. See the figure A, TTL logic levels and voltage ranges. Okay, thank you one and all. We will meet in next session. Bye bye.